We'll study stroke today to identify the area of the brain and artery involved if a person presents with a stroke. Areas of the brain involved could be cerebral cortex, midbrain, pons, medulla, and internal capsule. An arterial supply of these areas, that is anterior, middle, and posterior cerebral artery, anterior inferior cerebellar, posterior inferior cerebellar, anterior spinal, and lacunar arteries. Here in every picture I have mentioned paralysis as lines and sensory loss as dots. If a person presents with hemiparesis and hemisensory loss of leg foot area, the diagnosis is anterior cerebral artery infarct. Anterior cerebral artery supplies superomedial cerebral cortex. If a patient has hemiparesis and hemisensory loss, face arm area, and there is also homonymous hemianopia and cortical signs, that is aphasia, apraxia, the diagnosis is middle cerebral artery infarct. Middle cerebral artery supplies most of the lateral cerebral cortex. If a patient has hemiparesis, third nerve palsy, and homonymous hemianopia with macular sparing, the diagnosis is posterior cerebral artery infarct. Posterior cerebral artery supplies the midbrain that contains the cranial nerve 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. The important point to be noted here is the homonymous hemianopia that is present in both the infarct, like middle cerebral artery infarct and posterior cerebral artery infarct. The difference is that in posterior cerebral artery infarct, there is macular sparing because macula is supplied by the middle cerebral artery that supplies the lateral cortex. And also the third nerve palsy because midbrain contains the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th nerve. If a patient presents with facial palsy and sensory loss is present ipsilateral face and contralateral body, and there is ataxia, that is body falls to the side of lesion, diagnosis is anterior inferior cerebellar artery. Facial nerve palsy is because the anterior inferior cerebellar artery supplies the pons that contains the cranial nerve 7th. If a patient has sensory loss, ipsilateral face and contralateral body, there are also ipsilateral Horner sign, ipsilateral Horner syndrome, and bulbar signs that are dysphagia, hoarseness, gag reflex that represent the lower cranial nerve, that is 9, 10, 11, 12, and vomiting, vertigo, nystagmus. The diagnosis is posterior inferior cerebellar artery that supplies lateral medulla. If a patient has hemiparesis and loss of proprioception, no facial signs, but there is a tongue deviation to the side of lesion, vomiting, vertigo, nystagmus, the diagnosis is anterior spinal artery and that supplies medial medulla. If a patient has hemiparesis on the same side of face and body, no sensory loss and no cortical signs, the diagnosis is internal capsule infarct. An internal capsule is supplied by lacunar arteries. Lacunar arteries are deep branches of main arteries.